Right, let's move on to the stories of the day now. Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula is expected to hold a briefing to further unpack transport-related amendments to the current lockdown restrictions, as announced by the President.
Power utility Eskom says it will implement stage 1 load shedding from 9 a.m. this morning until 2 p.m, after which stage 2 will then be implemented until 10 p.m. this evening.
The cumulative number of confirmed COVID-19 cases in South Africa is at 311,049. The number of deaths is now at 4,453. A total of 160,693 people have since recovered, which brings the total number of active cases to 145,903.
And just those information numbers, should you need any more information on COVID-19, the 24-hour hotline is 0800 029 999, and the government WhatsApp number is 0600 123 456.
Right, let's dig a little bit deeper now and find out what it looks like around South Africa, and we'll give you the provincial breakdown. So these are the total reported cases. Remember, the reported cases is not your recoveries or anything when we're telling you the numbers. So these are the numbers that have been reported in the respective provinces, so the confirmed ones at this point. The Western Cape is 81,556. Those are the cases they've reported. Gauteng, 112,714 reported cases so far. The Eastern Cape, 55,584. KwaZulu-Natal, 32,939. In the Northwest, 11,225. The Free State, 6,561. Mpumalanga, 5,051. Limpopo, 3,645. And the Northern Cape, 1,667. We've been through the totals, but again, just to look at your tests conducted, 2.2 million to date, and I think we've spoken through the rest of those numbers, but we're going to break it down even further, Sakina.
Indeed, Leanne, and just moving on to our next graphic where we take a look at the 24-hour daily increases in the different provinces. So running through that, the Western Cape yesterday seeing 1,357 new cases. Gauteng, 5,466, and absolutely staggering there. That's a one-day increase in number of COVID positive cases. Eastern Cape, 1,625, 2,353 new cases in KZN, 441 in the Northwest Province, 187 in Limpopo, Mpumalanga 475, 588 in the Free State, and 88 more cases reported in the Northern Cape. And let me just run through the overall death toll, which is not a 24-hour toll as we always just try to indicate, but this is overall in all the provinces. 2,467, that's the death toll thus far in the Western Cape from COVID-19. Gauteng, 767, Eastern Cape, 738, and then KwaZulu-Natal, 317. 48 people have succumbed to COVID-19 in the Northwest Province. Limpopo, 33, Mpumalanga, 33, Free State, 35, and the Northern Cape, 15. And Leanne, I'll leave the recoveries to you because that's also an important indicator to keep an eye on.
It really is, and I mean, it's something that you do need to know. There are many recoveries from COVID-19. It is not a death sentence, but the reality is, you may get it in a much harsher way than the next person. So you've always got to be aware of that. But the recoveries are high. 61,756 in the Western Cape. In Gauteng, 45,743. In the Eastern Cape, 37,380. And then you can see the recoveries, the rest of them. I won't go through all of those numbers for you. I feel like a statistician general every morning. I don't know about you, Sakina. All these numbers is rolling off the tongue, but they're not fun numbers. That's the reality. We're talking to very serious numbers when we read these out to you. Here is just over the last 7 days to give you the perspective of what it's looked like. So, I mean, we'll compare Thursday, the 9th, where we had the recovery rate of 113,061, and you can see how many more recoveries there are now. So Today, well, yesterday, what we can report from yesterday is 160,693 recoveries. The death toll has risen from 3,720 last week, Thursday, to 4,453. And that's unfortunately quite an increase in the death toll. But we still have to say that as many people pass away and we get all of these infections coming through, relative to the rest of the world, we are still keeping a very big handle on the fatalities, and I pray that it stays this way, but it's still devastating for anyone that has lost someone to this. And then finally, the new cases from Thursday, you can see the daily increase there, that it's gone up. I won't read all of them for you.
And I think when we were talking about the numbers going down, as you would see on Monday, 11,555, Tuesday, 10,000, and then we saw a jump again yesterday back into that 12,000 bracket. So, and these are the figures that we are keeping a watch on.
Yeah, I remember Professor Glenda Gray, I mentioned that to her. She said, don't even quote that. We're not going to see this slowing down, not now. So yeah, that's something we've got to keep looking at. I think, if I may just very quickly talk you through the global picture, because it is always important to keep the perspective of what's going on. So the total number of cases at this point in time are 13.4 million confirmed cases around the world. That was an increase yesterday of 197,000. The death toll is at 580,000 now, and that was up 3,634 yesterday. The US is still bearing the brunt of this. 3.5 million confirmed cases and 138,000 deaths is what they are reporting. South Africa is still, unfortunately, with regard to confirmed cases, sitting in the top 10 in the world. We now breed, of course, over that 300,000 mark, which is a big mark for us to go through. We're just past the UK. We did that yesterday, and we are below Mexico. Mexico are sitting at 318,000 infections, and as you know, we have 311,000. So that's where we're fitting into the global picture right now.
Right, let's move on to our trending topics now. First up, hashtag SA Home Affairs corruption. And this one here, people talking about a lot of issues, but the issuing of documents to foreign nationals by Home Affairs officials is what people are talking about, and how people are able to buy citizenship, to buy these documents from Home Affairs officials, and how that is bedeviling so many of our socioeconomic issues in the country, Leanne. Just to run through a few of the tweets that people are putting out. How do you say you are a citizen of a country that you don't own land in? Citizens must live or rent in informal settlements, and blaming Home Affairs officials for quite a lot of what is going wrong in the country. And this one says, if you're a Home Affairs official caught selling IDs, fake marriages, you should be charged with terrorism and receive a heavy sentence for your betrayal of your country. And so it goes on. People just lamenting this problem that has been going on for a long, long time.
Yeah, all right. So let me quickly move on. We're heading into news headline time. Twitter hacked is the next one. Woke up to this one this morning where it looked like some of the most prominent people in the world had their Twitter accounts hacked, and they were temporarily sort of halted these accounts, because it seemed that they had it all had to do with Bitcoin, and there were these tweets that were put out from these accounts. Some of the people's accounts that were hacked: Apple, Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Jeff Bezos, Mike Bloomberg, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Kanye West, Kim Kardashian, even Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. So basically what they're saying is that the initial investigation is showing they were compromised in what Twitter said it believes to be an attack on some of its employees with access to the company's internal tools. So it looks like they managed to bring things back in order and everything seems fine, but quite scary that overnight these powerful accounts were hacked, and it all had to do with buying and selling Bitcoin. So yeah, that'll be something you'll be seeing all over your timeline.
And then finally, hashtag Arsenal Liverpool. Wow. Night of surprises. And I'm surprised as a Guna, because I looked at the starting lineup and I had in the morning already told Valen I don't think, this matters. I didn't think we could beat Liverpool, but hey, we did. 2-1 at the Emirates last night. And of course, this means that we keep our not Champions League, I wish, European participation alive. And beating the champions, no mean feat. But some would say they've already taken their foot off the pedal. It matters not. We've beaten Liverpool.
I can't add anything to what you've just said, but yes, well done to Arsenal. All right, we'll get those details from Valen after the news headlines, which I'm going to bring you right now.